All right, good morning. We'll go ahead and get started. Let's start by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure that we let in enough light to remain alert. Try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning, but we also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position. Begin to let go of attending to the environment, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are without investigation, constraining your awareness just to the body and mind. Concentrating that awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and without judgment or frustration, lifting your awareness up from those distractions and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind feels more calm, we generate a broad and altruistic motivation. Taking a moment to intentionally widen your circle of concern, trying to embrace countless sentient beings within the field of your practice. Understanding that just like oneself, all sentient beings deeply wish to be happy, deeply wish to be free of even the slightest negativity. Just like oneself, all sentient beings meet with suffering, disappointment, frustration, again and again. And so every sentient being has an equal interest and an equal claim in accomplishing their goals. The most useful thing that we can do with our time is to work for the benefit of all sentient beings. The only way that we can accomplish that is to genuinely transform the mind, to become deeply familiar with those states of mind that naturally, spontaneously give rise to actions that are beneficial, and to reduce and ultimately eliminate the influence of states of mind that give rise to actions that often cause harm to others. And thinking that that process of inner transformation is the purpose of our time. And with that motivation, just yesterday, Geshe taught on the perfection of generosity, the mind that gives whatever is needed without attachment, a willingness to give. And so that is what we will take as the topic of our meditation. So we can think first of the four types of giving: giving of material things, giving of freedom from fear, the giving of spiritual teachings, and the giving of love. So think back over the last number of months, first beginning with freedom, uh, first beginning with material, giving material possessions, giving money, resources. Think of the times, the opportunities that arose to offer material support. Try to notice any tendencies or patterns. How easy has it been? How enjoyable has it been? What obstacles have arisen in the mind? And we can contemplate giving freedom from fear, times when some sentient being needed protection, was in some danger, could have been an animal, even an insect. How much awareness do we have of being interested in looking out for opportunities to provide freedom from fear? What struggles have arisen? When has the mind been tight? Perhaps we struggle with wanting to protect certain kinds of sentient beings, those that we have strong aversion to. And try to work with that aversion, recognizing that all sentient beings deserve to be protected from untimely death. And think about giving spiritual teachings. When have we had opportunities to encourage people to grow in spiritual ways? When have we tried to foster interest in spirituality and to support people's decisions to engage in their spiritual paths? Do we have any hesitancy, any concerns that have arisen? When we think of the fourth type of generosity, giving love, love is the wish for all sentient beings to have happiness in its causes. How does that aspiration manifest in our lives? What are the ways in which you often show love? What are the times when you reserve showing that love or find it difficult to generate? And then, as you've contemplated the ways in which generosity has been a part of your life, think of the kinds of motivations that have arisen. How often have you engaged in these acts of giving without any regard for receiving anything in return? And how often has it seemed somewhat transactional, where some disappointment or even anger arose when an act of generosity wasn't reciprocated? And try to think of at least one time when you feel like you engaged in an act of generosity with a very pure motivation. Think of why that might have been different and how that felt. And try to set a determination to move in that direction, to cultivate the mind that gives without attachment. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. We'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation. Think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, which has generated positive energy in the mind. Think that you freely offer the fruit of your practice, that positive energy for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking when that positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment in order to work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled. And may I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.
Thank you, Venerable.